Hey, party people, what's poppin'? Good morning, Monday. I was about to say good morning. It is Monday evening and the date is February the 12th. Y'all, we're moving right along, man. February is getting right out of here. But we've already got some people live. So y'all already know what to do. If you can hear me, drop a 1 in the chat. If you can see me, drop a 2. For those of y'all that are dropping by my channel for the first time, whether you're watching on Facebook, whether you're watching on YouTube, whether you are currently watching on LinkedIn, that's right, we are streaming in 3 different locations at the same time. You know what I'm saying? If you want to know how we do that, we do that with the power of ECAMM Live. But y'all know how we do. If you can hear me, drop a 1 in the chat. If you can see me, drop a 2, because you already know it's better for me to be heard than it is for me to be seen. The fact of the matter is that people can forgive poor video quality. And I'm going to start changing the way that I even say that. I don't think it's so much that people can forgive poor video quality now that we're in 2024. I think definitely people have an expectation for you to show up looking your best at all times. But, you know, people can forgive less than 4K. Let's just say that people can deal with less than 4K, but audio is always more important. I'm about to say important. I'm about to make up a new word. So for those of you who are really just kind of getting into the content creation game, let that be your first gem for tonight. You know, if you're trying to figure out what camera you need to buy, you know what I'm saying? Buy your phone, stick with the phone, but definitely get a good mic. You know what I'm saying? So we got people in the chat. All right. Portia says we got a 1 and 2. Let's take a look here. Let's make sure. 24-hour boss. What's good, Doc? Good to see you, man. All right. I'm actually going to go back to live mode for a second. Mark Caldwell, we got a 1 and 2. John, what's good? She says she's here for just a short time. Just got out of court. Well, hopefully all went well with court. I do hope everything, you know what I'm saying, did go well with that, and you got done everything that you needed to get done. What's going on? John says I only shoot in 1080. Yeah. Now, here's the thing, because I'm a Sony shooter, you know what I'm saying? Going all the way back to the A6300, like Sony has always I just realized I don't have my watch on, so I feel naked. Sony has always downsampled their footage. So, you know what I'm saying? So like if you were shooting 4K, you pretty much were always kind of shooting on a 6K sensor, and it was already kind of downsized. That's why Sony footage was always just so much more amazing than everybody else's. So you could get away with, for those of you who are really just trying to figure out this editing thing, you can get away with, you know what I'm saying, streaming, or just recording, you know what I'm saying, in 1080p, you know, and the footage is probably going to look better. Now, at this time, everybody has great cameras. You know, Fuji has great cameras. Panasonic has great cameras. Blackmagic, Canon, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's making great cameras at this point. You know what I'm saying? Brad Woods, what's good? Good to see you. Anthony, my guy, what's happening? Bishop Ellis, what's going on with you? Hey, man, for those of y'all that are in the Triangle area, man, Bishop Ellis got the baddest setup, you know what I'm saying, going right now. Ray Wilkins, what's good, baby? Yeah, be right back. Stream, you know what I'm saying? You said, John, you said stream. Yeah, like I mean, to YouTube, I'll stream. I'm gonna stream in 4K regardless, and I'll let everything else kind of handle itself. Yeah, that's just me personally. The Daily Man says great realistic advice. Ben, what's good? J-Dub in the building. Mark Caldwell says that Blackmagic is the truth. Yeah, absolutely. Blackmagic is dope, and definitely if you want more of that cinematic, you know, flat profile look, Blackmagic is dope. I'm never gonna argue against that. I think it is great, you know what I'm saying? I've had a chance to use Blackmagic, you know, especially in faith-based productions. Brad Wood said, what platform are you streaming on? The setup is dope. Looking to improve my setup. I am glad you asked. Y'all already know what it is. We're streaming with that ECAMM. You know what I'm saying? We are streaming with ECAMM. You know what I'm saying? So if you are a Mac user, which I hope you are, we are an apostolic community over here in the content creation street. So shout out to all my PC people that are gamers. If you're not a gamer, you shouldn't have a PC for any other reason. I don't care what you say. And now we're in 2024. Don't tell me you need PCs to stream because we're in 2024. ECAMM. Brad, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. You see it on the screen? I'm giving you 14 days free on me. 14 days free. 14 days free. This is such a real free trial. You ain't even got to put your credit card in. 14 days free. You know what I'm saying? 14 days free, man. And like, you don't even have to put your credit card in. Y'all know how we got so many subscriptions now. You sign up for a free trial and you forget. Like now, when it runs out, it runs out. You're going to know because when you try to go back to use it again, it's going to tell you, hey, your free trial is ended. Considering subscribing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So 14 days free. You'll get to try out all the features. You know what I'm saying? Sorry for my Windows people. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Y'all need to get on this Mac train, man. I mean, just get with the program. Like, we're not even going to have that debate today. But yeah, you see the link on the screen, walterjeanette.com/ECAMM. 14 days free, man. You ain't even got to put your account information in. Yeah, you know, and you already see people, you know, in the chat, you know. You already see what's going on, man. 24-hour ball says that ECAMM platform is amazing on Windows now. Yeah, you'll be all right, 24 boss. Anthony says I game with ECAMM. I do too. Like I do too. Like when I'm trying to game, you know what I'm saying? When I am gaming or whatever, like yeah, we gets it in. We gets it. Matter of fact, I need y'all to understand something. I use ECAMM for everything. I'm gonna actually go ahead. Let's just go ahead and get it started. Cause y'all know what we do. Let me show you what ECAMM does, man. Matter of fact, we just gonna kick off the create segment. I love the energy, you know what I'm saying, we got going on in the chat right now. But let me show you the power of ECAMM because I don't think people understand. I do everything. When I say everything, I do everything with ECAMM. Like I'm going live right now with ECAMM. As far as putting the comments on the screen, this, that, and the third, boom, that's ECAMM. You know, when every video that you've seen recorded on my channel for the past 3 years, ECAMM. You know, well, 4 now, we're in 2024. So going back to the pandemic, 2024, 2020, ECAMM. Matter of fact, probably 2019. All of my reels, all of that's ECAMM. Product tutorials, ECAMM. Presentations, ECAMM. Zoom meetings, ECAMM. Stream, record, and present. I think a lot of people just think ECAMM is, you know, just a live streaming tool, but nah. You know, if you want to know, Marshall Fox, that's my brother from another mother, man. If you really want to know what's popping with ECAMM, that commercial right there is absolutely crazy. But you'll see it. You're all-in-one video tool. This is absolutely your all-in-one tool. DSLR. I mean, most of us are not really using that, but you know what I'm saying? Mirrorless cameras. Like I'm using Sony ZV-E10 right now as my desk setup. That goes into a cam link. Only reason I'm using a cam link instead of the USB, which I could, is I want to take advantage of the 4K. You know what I'm saying? HDMI capture, screen and audio capture, video playback, the deck link if you want to use that, NDI. Like when I bring my phone in, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I can do that with NDI. It's just dope. It's just dope. It's just dope. You know what I'm saying? And y'all see all the people that's out here getting it in. We had a takeover. I think we had a takeover from my girl Clay the other day. But listen, man, ECAMM, you already know, 14 days free. You don't even have to put in your credit card information. Brad says apostolic. Yeah, man, definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. Ben says iPhone 15 cinematic feature are awesome to filming. Setting up my YouTube channel right now. Let's go. Have y'all done? Have you already started posting your 10? You know, we talked about that in the, y'all let me know if this music is too loud in the video. Normally, y'all never can hear it. And when I go back and watch the videos, I can barely hear it, but she booming right now in my headphones. But yeah, being like, shout out to everybody that has decided to take the 10 challenge and start, whether it's YouTube, whether it's TikTok, whether it's Instagram Reels. I mean, if you're trying to go after businesses on LinkedIn, You know, you're trying to get that education content popping off, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Hey man, listen, just post 10. That's what we're talking about. Post 10. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find it. Post 10. Post 10. Post 10. I really just want y'all to post 10. Because some of y'all like, what do you mean by post 10? Post 10 videos. Boom, here you go right here. Post 10 videos. Post 10 videos. Why are we posting 10 videos? 10 videos is gonna build your chops. All right. You got to get in shape. I've been out of shape. That's why I've been showing up so much. You know what I'm saying? You got to find your pace. You got to find your pace. Number 2, number 3, build your stamina. Listen, let me tell you something. When you stream for at least an hour, yeah, you got to build that stamina up. Develop your personality. Yo, I'm the only person like this because there is only one me. I don't need you to show up as MKBHD. I need you to show up as you. So, you know, I want you to post 10 videos because it's going to help you develop your personality. Number 5, there is a technique. Granted, we can just pop up, show up, and do what we want to, but there is a technique to being able to keep your attention and keep things rolling. And number 6, it's going to tell me whether you're serious or not. You know what I'm saying? That's what I really want to know. Are you serious? Are you really serious about creating content? So that's why I tell you to post 10 videos. So shout out to everybody, especially Ben says, I'm going to post it one more time. Ben says, I'm out here. I'm out here. I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. Man said he posting with that iPhone 15, got that cinematic. So I better see it. And I better see it ASAP. You taking too long, bro. You taking too long. BEL Development, what's popping with you? Y'all join me in smashing that like button. Absolutely, man. I appreciate it. Y'all already know what it is. If you feel like you find value out of anything I'm talking about, always you can hit the like button. I love engaging with y'all on the content, but hit the like button. Definitely subscribe so you can see more content like this. And if you ever want to be notified when I go live, you know, or any other content that I'm posting, hit the bell so you can be notified every single time I post new content to the channel. Brian Jones, what's good? Brian Jones, what's good? Ben says, how do you do reels in ECAMM? I don't want to do live demo mode right now, Ben, because you're going to throw me off. But yeah, basically you just change. Matter of fact, you know what? I want to make sure I'm giving y'all quality. Now I got a lot on my desk, so don't y'all judge me right now. I don't know if it's going to let me do it though. If I go live demo mode, it'll broadcast my entire screen. I don't know if it's going to let me do it. We'll see. I think if I'm recording, you can see it, but you still can't see what I'm seeing right now. Yeah. Now, if I was to share a screen share of my screen, technically I could use NDI to do that. I could send NDI from my computer and send it back in and do it like that, but that would be a little weird. So I'm not gonna do that either. Ben, I can show you how to do that offline, but basically like Anthony said, you just wanna change the aspect ratio and the stream size, you know what I'm saying? Brad Wood said, appreciate that. You the plug, always, man. Oh, it did work. It did work, it did work, it did work, it did work. Okay, let me go back here, let me go back here, let me go back here, let me go back here. Let me go back here, it did work. I'm sorry, it did work. All right, I just, for whatever reason, it doesn't show up in my program feed. So looking at the stream, it actually shows up, but looking at the program feed, I don't see the change. So Ben, if you're inside of ECAMM and you just simply want to record reels, the only thing you got to do is go over here to option, and then you want to go to where it says stream shape. Notice I can't do it live, but you want to go to stream shape and you want to change it to where it says tall 9:16. Okay. And you want to change it to where it says tall 9:16. So basically what that's going to do is crop in. So I don't know if you got a chance to see my live the other day. I'm getting ready to talk about that in a second, where I was using multiple cameras. So I got a camera right here, and then I got a camera that's already set up, you know, kind of in a portrait mode resolution. I was able to do that. And then you also want to make sure, you really can't see it now, but before you actually start recording or go live, there's a button that tells you new, you know, and you want to make sure you're recording and not streaming unless you want to do your reels live or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? So hopefully that does make sense, but let me get out of live demo mode before I screw something up. JP High Tech, working in the studio, listening to you, man. Keep up the good work. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. Yo, if y'all really want to know how to get your studio. Let me show y'all my guy, man. Let me show y'all my guy, man. And matter of fact, JP, I was looking for we did an interview last year, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, we definitely did. JP High Tech is that guy. If you're a church and you're trying to set up, anybody, but especially churches, if you want to know how to stream to Roku, Amazon, all of that stuff, you know what, JP, I'm gonna accept your let me not say what I was getting ready to say, pause. I'm gonna accept the cookies on the website. I'm gonna accept the cookies on the website only because it's you. But my man has a dope, you know what I'm saying, publish out, starting and scaling, you know, live stream blueprint. If you want to start and scale your business with live video, man, definitely go check that out. Amazon bestseller. But JP is that guy. JP is that guy. So you can either work with JP or you can work with this company, PZP. I'm gonna go to PZP right now. Show y'all what he got popping off, man. Perfect Zone Productions. Complete media agency. Like, JP is that dude. Web design. Come on, man. Y'all see what's going on. Photography, videography, graphic design, live streaming. You know, look at the design projects. Look at the photography. Look at the videography. Bro is like that. Bro is like that. And go check out his channel. Go check out his channel because bro is like that. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. So shout out to JP, man. Shout out. Y'all, anytime you can do this, CNN, ABC, NBC, Fox. Look, shout out to the little people in the world that's trying to get on JP's level. You know what I'm saying? But dope content creator, dope mastermind, an absolute genius. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the business of what he's doing. Yeah, Brad Woods, the 10 challenge is basically just posting 10 videos without context, man. For those reasons that I gave you earlier. KMH family, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, we got family in the building. I'm telling y'all, man, my streaming schedule is legit now. We in the building. And I talked about that endurance, y'all. Y'all see what it is? That stamina got to be real. 24-hour boss has already hit the like button and subscribe. I appreciate it. Yeah, Brad Woods, ECAMM allows you to stream to all platforms at once. I see you on Facebook, YouTube. Anthony said turn the icons off. Yeah, I forgot to do that. But yeah, to all of them. Like, everybody was using Restream at a point. You know what I'm saying? But now, you know, I can go directly from within ECAMM. Now, if you got trippy internet connection, you definitely might want to drop down that stream to like 1080. You know, or whatever, or if you just absolutely have to use Restream, you still can. But I mean, you're basically paying for something extra. Like ECAMM can do all of that now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, JP is like, you can't change the aspect rate. Yeah, you definitely can't. You definitely can't. Jermaine says these Monday lives are awesome. Absolutely, man, because I kind of want to, I'm gonna tell you what really kind of pushed me to do Mondays. I'm going to do something. I'm gonna tell y'all, and I'm gonna put it out there in the atmosphere because I've been talking about it for a minute. Everybody I know, and this is not me blowing my own smoke. So I'm really talking because y'all, we family. Yo, bro, like, you need your own radio show or whatever. I've always really wanted to get into the radio space. So it was my thing, whether it was Russ Parr in the morning, whether it was listening to Steve Harvey, whether it was listening to Ricky Smiley, nephew Tommy acting a fool. I love DL show, you know, so when you get off work, that's what I'm listening to if I'm in the car on the way home, if I'm not working from the crib. But of course things have changed. You know, radio is still a thing. And it's really a thing if you're nationally syndicated, but really just kind of doing things my way. And so really just kind of, I think radio had to learn how to do social media. You know what I'm saying? Just like when we went from newspaper, you know, and print to digital, you still see that same thing. I think radio is still relevant. You know what I'm saying? But the dynamics of how people consume content is different. And so I've been kind of playing around with this thing for a minute, but definitely number one, I wanted to make sure that, you know, I'm not having these huge vacations, you know, from you all. And so Mondays works best for me. It gives me an opportunity to just show up like this, talk, we can rap, have a conversation. And Mondays is the best way to start your week. You know, now my boy Kirk is getting off My boy Kirk Nugent. I'm shouting out, man. I'm shouting out all the creators tonight. You know what I'm saying? My boy Kirk Nugent, how it all works. If you ain't following Kirk, you need to follow Kirk. But Kirk is live every morning at 7, if I'm not mistaken. And I think it's 6 for him. I think it's 6 for him. So I think it's 6 a.m. for him and it's 7 a.m. I'm East Coast. Yeah, so yeah, like every morning. I know like Eric Thomas has been doing a challenge recently at 7 a.m. But ET stuff is good. Kirk stuff is good. That morning motivation, like for real. Like, I mean, sometimes I be having to choose like watch ET or watch Kirk. I'm not blowing smoke because that's my boy. I'm serious. Like it's that good. And I'm like, man, if he can show up every day, Jermaine, I know I can show up on a Monday. You know what I'm saying? You know, big time. Yo, 24-hour boss says when JP show up on your live, hey man, listen, tell my mama I made it. Tell my mama I made it. Tell my mama I made it. Yeah. All right, what we're going to preview mode. Yep, definitely works. Definitely works. Yo, what's going on, fam? Hey, when you trying to catch that L on Madden, though, y'all, I've been see who he gets it popping. See, the one thing that's dope, you know, that's my guy Ant. But one of the things that's dope about ECAMM is just, you know, I started a gaming channel. Matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it up. I started a gaming channel just because I wanted to show like the kids that I was working with and mentoring, you know, how to like start their channel, you know, and start creating content or whatever with YouTube and all those different types of things or whatever. And so, I mean, I haven't really done anything with it. It was really kind of a project that I did. But the dope thing about it is that with the power of ECAMM, I was able to kind of record, you know what I'm saying, the gameplay. And so let me see if I can show y'all this right here. Yeah, I was able, now I did this in ECAMM. Also, I added, you know, after I recorded it, I threw it in CapCut or whatever, but I'm gonna show y'all this right here. I really could have just pulled a video in live, but I want y'all to see this right here. So let me go to share. We working tonight. Y'all got me out here working. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm about to get myself some food and enjoy this.
About to get looking like the Lakers.
All right, this play should save my tail. This play should at least get me 7 on the board.
Why would you throw the ball?
I don't know.
Young has never learned.
Don't go far backwards. I mean, your receiver will come up. Double cut. Oh, wow. He's trying to disrespect you. He's trying to.
Yo,
I ran out of bounds the first time. I ain't running out of bounds this time. I'm not running out of bounds this time. I'm not running out of bounds this time. I'm not running out of bounds.
You mean you're rude as well? That's ugly.
I'm not running out of bounds this time.
You're disgusting. No.
I'm not running out this time. I'm not running out this time, son.
Jamal, you can't come out for that. Jamal, you can't come out for that.
I'm not running out this time, dog.
You gotta play safe.
That's the ultimate level of
I'm not running
disrespect.
out this time, bro.
Hold on.
Let's speed for it real quick. Definitely recorded. This ECAMM, man. ECAMM. ECAMM.
21.
Can you do something for me? Copyright strikes like a mug, boy.
You're killing him. He hit a 40 bomb.
over. It's
He hit a 40 bomb. He hit a 40 bomb. It's a mark. I literally call him the God.
Here we go. Last one, and then I end it for y'all. We might lose this game.
They go play action now. Burrow.
Here we go. Y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw that, right?
Yo,
Y'all saw that,
did
right?
it happen again?
Easy money. Easy money, man. Easy money. Easy, 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 easy money. That's ECAMM. That's ECAMM live, yo. That's ECAMM Live, yo. That's ECAMM Live. Like, so what helped me pull, I love when we do live streams like this. What helped me pull everything together was the Rode Streamer X. This is what helped me pull everything together, was the Rode Streamer X. So basically what I did, I have my PS5, and that's what I use. I'm apostolic, and we use PS5 around here. We don't do that. We don't do that Xbox stuff. So yeah, 4K capture. I'm able to record my gameplay. Yeah, if y'all haven't noticed, this is actually for sale on my channel. So holla at your boy. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to get up on that. But that's what's dope about ECAMM. I'm able to really kind of pull that in. You know what I'm saying? And do all of that. And then just like, that's the beauty of like content right now. Content is king. And I'm gonna talk about that in a second. It's just, I love just being able to create, you know, just dynamic content, and I can do it my way and put my personality in it, and it comes off great, and people love it. You know what I'm saying? People absolutely love it. So let's go back to the chat real quick, see what we got popping off here. JP, okay, all right. I appreciate the love tonight, man. We got a lot of love in the building. Valentine's Day is like 2 days away, so I'm feeling the love. I am feeling. Florence, what's good? See, I told you I was gonna remember your name. I told you I was gonna remember it. I told you I was gonna remember it. Hey, you going to get there. Hey man, absolutely. Cam Mate says she loves JMH's website. You're putting fire on me, bro. Please don't stop. No, bro. Come on, JP. Nah, man. You know. We gonna give honor where honor is due. And one thing about it, I'm gonna shout out my people. You know what I'm saying? Ben says you do have that radio voice. Yo, holla at me when I don't know why I got rid of it, but I'm getting ready to get my RE320 back. Or my RE20. To me, I feel like that microphone was made for my voice. Oh my God, man. I can't wait. We doing a lot of love tonight. I should have entitled this the love stream. We giving out love. JP says, 24-hour boss, you are awesome, man. Appreciate you for getting my book. I hope to read your review on Amazon about it and get your feedback. Yeah, Florence reminding y'all, morning motivation is at 7 a.m. That's Kirk Nugent. And I'm going to tell you, y'all don't believe. When I tell you Kirk is like so consistent with this and spitting that hot fire, die line. But bro, like, I don't know, like he has, okay, here's the morning motivation. Yeah. All right. Let me show y'all this real quick. This is the morning motivation. So you can see it. This is the morning motivation playlist. And all of them are not even in there. Like, he's live every single day. Like, you see that 3 days ago, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, 6 days ago, 12. He's been like, I'm telling you, like, he's been killing. And some of these, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Florence, you can confirm for me or not. I think like he may take them down or something like that, because it's technically kind of like a podcast. Morning Motivation is a podcast, if I'm not mistaken. So y'all please charge that to my mind, not my heart. All right. Let's keep going. Appreciate y'all. Keep going. JP says, Walt, are you playing the YouTube via NDI or straight from your local desktop? Just curious about your favorite playback method process. So honestly, JP, what I prefer to do is actually play it locally from my actual computer. That's what I would prefer to do. When I'm live, like, honestly, I know we talk about technique and there's a right way to doing things, but sometimes I'm just like, bro, you know, I just want to show up. After I've been working all day and planning lives and stuff, you know, because sometimes I have things prepared where I know I'm going to talk about this. And then there are other times where it's like, I know what I want to talk about, but if it's available in the browser, I'm gonna just do it like that. So what I'm doing is just sharing through Chrome. I don't use system audio within ECAMM. Not saying because it doesn't work. I just like to control all of my audio. So all of my audio is going through the Rodecaster Pro Duo. The Pro 2 is back there. Duo was back there. The Duo is right here on my desk. I actually just sold the original. I was giving away some goodies over this past couple of weeks. Just sold the original with 2 pod mics, by the way. Oh yeah. And yeah, that was, and I have any of my system. So any of my system audio, I'm running into the Rodecaster as my Rodecaster main. So those of you who are familiar with the Rodecaster, you know you have chat, and then you have your main, or what you call multi-track. So I think when it first came out, it was main, but now it says main multi-track. So I just use my system audio as the main multi-track, and then, you know, I have that feeding in so I can kind of control from the faders and not the actual software how I want to do that. Yo, what's going on, Isaac? Yo, can you use the Rodecaster in the same way? Mark Caldwell is asking a question. Mark, can you confirm what you mean? John says, I want to push ECAMM to an external streaming recorder to take the load off the Mac. What you mean, John? Like, I get what you mean, but what do you mean? Because ECAMM is a software encoder. The way you would take the load off the Mac is by making sure your cameras aren't connected to the Mac. So you would want to use something like the Deck Link, or you'd want to use something like Streamer X, or you want to, well, no, that's really kind of more software encoding, or you want to use something like the ATEM, where you use the ATEM as like a USB camera. So the ATEM is really kind of handling the processing. I'm interested to see what you mean. Yeah, John says RE20 is better for the SM7B for some voices. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the SM7B, not for my voice. I mean, it's very flat, it's neutral, you know, but why pay $300-400 for something that I'm going to have the EQ? Now, granted, I know everybody says, yeah. As far as I'm concerned, hey, go buy the MV7X. You know, yeah, it can handle frequencies better. What's going on, Ben? Talk about it, Bishop. Hey, yo, I know y'all watched the Super Bowl last night. That Sorry Tale Super Bowl, trash. I'ma say it. Super Bowl was trash. Super Bowl was trash. I'm gonna tell you why it was trash, because at no point did we ever think that San Francisco was gonna win. At no point. Like, they had every opportunity. They controlled the line of scrimmage every single down until, you know what I'm saying, like we get to the third quarter, and defense was playing off the I think when your boy got hurt, the other linebacker that plays with Fred Warner, I can't think of his name right now. I think that really kind of hurt, because Fred, instead of them being able to play off the run and pass rush, Fred is doing everything. So I think that really kind of killed them. But the reason I bring that up is because Ben's son is probably gonna be in the Super Bowl one day. So y'all remember that name right there. Your son's name is Caden, right? I think it is Benjamin B.D. Davis. Bro, I'm trying to and let me say this. One of, if not the premier wedding filmmakers and photographers in the entire country. Now, I know I gassed up JP, and I know I gassed up Kirk, and deservedly so. But let me pull down the music for this one. Let me lean in a little bit. Listen to me when I tell y'all. Been out of New Jersey, but will travel to China, Honolulu, Russia, South America, wherever, Antarctica to shoot your wedding. Get some polar bears and some penguins in the shot. When I tell you, if not one of the premier, bro just said, now I'm kind of upset with him, you know, because he out here big time with Nikon and stuff. And I'm not going to get into that because I'm not going to mess up your money, bro. But shout out to you. I love you, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Here. Shout out to you. Yeah, people saying, okay, Monday motivation, it'll be this week only on Friday. Okay. Cam Mate saying Monday motivation has been great. Yep. The lives are up for 48 hours and then the podcast drops. All right. John says, I want to, okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, Jermaine says, your RC Duo review helped me make my purchase decision. One of the most rewarding things that I love, and this is one of the pieces of content I'm going to talk about in a second, because I know that's why y'all showed up. But one of the things I love about YouTube is being able to help people. You know, and y'all hear me, you have heard me say this. If you follow me for a while, you know what I'm getting ready to say. But I've added on to really kind of what my mission and vision are for 2024, and really kind of streamline things, because you've always heard me say that I want to help you build a better brand, grow your business, and help you create a community around the things that you're most passionate about. What I added to help kind of streamline what it is that I'm doing, in other words, people say niche down. My real desire is really to help you find the audience that's assigned to your voice. That's it. And there are a lot of ways you can do that. I want to help you because I feel that in order to build better brands, to grow stronger businesses, and to create, thriving communities around the things you're most passionate about, you have to be able to find the audience that's been assigned to your voice. Because what have we been talking about as of late? If you're trying to reach everybody, you're reaching nobody. All right. And I believe you can do all of those things through content creation. So say if I removed the middle and just kept it short, what's my pitch? Helping people find, the audience that's assigned to their voice through content creation. And that helped because I believe that God put me on this earth to do three things: create, inspire, and solve. That's why we're here right now. Sometimes tonight is heavy on creativity. Some days in the past week, it's been heavy on inspiration. What Jermaine just said, talking about the duo review, that's more so catered towards solutions. There are a lot of facets to me. There's the radio, side. There's the DJ side. There's the ministry media side. There's the ministry side. There's the content creator side. If you saw my reel today, there's the, trying to get my Heinz. I don't know if y'all follow Hindsight on TikTok or YouTube or whatever. One of the dopest setups I've ever seen, but trying to get my, tracking on and all of that. Usher shaking your neck around, this, that, and the third. Shout out to Alicia Keys. And that's all I'm gonna say. Amen on that. But Mark Caldwell says, during your gaming and live stream with ECAMM. So what was your question, Mark? Can you use the Rodecaster in the same way? Yes. So either I was using this with the Rode Unify software, Mark. I was using the Streamer X with the Rode Unify software to kind of bring everything in, or I would actually run my audio through the Rodecaster. And if I'm not mistaken, I feel like I have a video on my channel showing how I did that. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's kind of tricky how I did all of that. So I can't tell you right now at this moment what I did, but yeah. All right. Y'all keeping me going. Y'all keeping me going. Yo, I got Hicks on the stream. I'm telling y'all, man. Hicks, have you made it back from the Super Bowl yet? I'm shouting out all my people tonight. Hicks, man. Another James Hicks. That stay up all night crew. What you call it? The team no sleep? Nah, bro, I gotta go to sleep. Y'all California people. Are you talking about like restream since ECAMM sends multiple feed? I don't know, Hicks. Yeah, you find that out for me. JP says, awesome. That's exactly my favorite process, is where I run all of my audio through the RCP and have manual control. Yeah, man, I can't. And I think that's why a lot of people get confused because, and I'm not, again, everybody doesn't have the fortune of being able to have a Rodecaster. So they can't necessarily do that. And I know that was kind of the biggest thing with the Mackie mainstream. And what was the other device that phased out? The Go XLR. Gamers have been pushed to this software. Man, when you gaming, I ain't got time to be looking at software. It's easier for me to have something tactical that I can touch right here, and kind of manipulate the way that I want to. 24-hour boss, are you using a Mac Mini, MacBook, Mac? What would you recommend? Me personally, if you're traveling, if you're mobile, of course, I'm always recommend a MacBook. Don't get, at the minimum, you can get the M1 Mac Mini, 13-inch, because you can probably find one. If you got the money, get one brand new. You can probably find one used for less than $500. The M1 Mac Mini, don't get the MacBook Air. Just don't get the MacBook Air. Not for ECAMM. Don't disrespect yourself, and don't disrespect ECAMM. ECAMM is good, and M1 is good. Just don't, you're going to be mad. Just get the MacBook Pro. If budget is an issue, M1, I promise you, it will work fine for what you needed to do. Me personally, I've used iMacs. I've used my MacBook Pro, both of them. I've used the Mac Pro, like the old big tower that looked like servers that I actually still have one that I use for a storage server. I've used that. But on my desk, I just run a M2 Pro, Mac Mini M2 Pro, and I have a docking station with expandable with additional storage in it. So like if you're at a desk setup like this and you just need somewhere to sit down, you know, and press record, Mac, because they're so cheap now. The best thing that ever happened to Mac was silicone. The best thing that ever happened to you and I as it relates to Mac was silicone. Because now the entry price is ridiculous for the power, especially if you're just doing like only live streaming or whatever, and you're not worrying about really editing or anything like that. But even still, I do everything at this desk, you know, and I just take my computer with me when I need to go. Jawad says, Walter, how do you get the Rode USB sound like that? I also use the Rode USB and the Rodecaster Duo. It's my particular settings. It's my particular settings. And I'm not set up for this. I will just tell you, you can, so I'm not sure how familiar you are with the Rodecaster settings or whatever. I'm using the pod mic right now. I'm using the XLR going into the Rodecaster, dB at 55, which is great for me. I do have my processing enabled. So I'm talking about noise gate, compressor, you know, big bottom, the Aphex, all of that stuff. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know if I have a video about that on my channel. And I promise y'all, I'm not trying to be dismissive. I'm really just trying to be true to what I tell y'all. I try not to hold you any longer than an hour. And I still have not gotten to what I'm actually going to talk about tonight because you guys are keeping me busy. Brian Jones says, indeed, I'm from Detroit. The line should have been in that joint. Hey, man, blame that on your coach. I'm not mad at him because y'all always go for fourth downs all season. What's his name? Campbell? That's the name of y'all coach, whatever his name is. But, hey, and people always say, we'll be back. I heard somebody say that today about Brock Purdy. He's such a good quarterback. We'll be back. A lot of people done said that. Never thought it. I stayed up to make sure the league didn't play in our faces. Yo, that's hilarious, but I mean, yeah, that's crazy. Jermaine says should have been Buffalo and Detroit. Y'all tripping. Buffalo is trash. I said it. Detroit will, man, it's so hard to get to a Super Bowl. Y'all see my content that I've been talking about lately about not disrespecting some of the greatest content creators in the world and why these people are quitting, you know, because they can't live off the fact that they got quote unquote lucky or they hit it at the right time. Now, I wasn't disrespectful because what did I say? I said my football coach used to tell us this: hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And what did I add on to it? When you have hard work and you have talent, sometimes it's just timing. It ain't your time yet. It's not your turn yet. That's the dilemma we see with the transfer portal in college sports right now, because people are talented. And then you have some people that are like, instead of them working hard and waiting their turn, they're like, bro, I'm going to take my time now. I'm not mad at it. Get your money, get your shine or whatever. But the reason I bring that up is what he said about Detroit. It's that timing thing, man. I don't know. I don't know, because everybody's the NFC. It technically it'd be easier to get to the Super Bowl from the NFC than the AFC, because my boy Joe Burrow was out this year, and I think Cincinnati got something to say. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know, I don't know about Detroit. All right, appreciate you, Ben. You know what I'm saying? Godspeed, bro. Yeah, let's take a look. Not the penguin and the polar bear in the shot, bro. I ain't lying. Ben is like that. Like, I'm dead serious. All right, John says, I want to run the laptop back into an ATEM and push the video with the effects the ECAMM produces into an external. Bro, you, John, yo, you let me know. You do a video when you figure it out. That's crazy. Hey, I'm back. Thanks for the Opus Gym. I love it. Using it as we speak. Shout out to Opus Studio, Opus Gyms, Opus Clips. I was about to say what their name is. I was trying to tell somebody on my masterclass, and as y'all can see on my channel, the masterclass is gone, but you can access the masterclass if you become a VIP member of the channel. I've never been one to promote like the memberships and super chats and stickers and all these types of things. You know, I hope y'all don't get offended if I mention it once in a blue moon. I'm not that type of creator. Even though I'm getting ready to blow your mind with something in a second. But yeah, Opus clips, man. CapCut has the same feature. I mean, AI is killing the game right now. AI is killing the game right now. Artificial intelligence. My content is planned out for the rest of the month, shorts wise, and it's working. When I say it's working, the dope thing is you know, I'm always about giving y'all value, and so I don't hide anything from my users. But here's the dope thing about YouTube Studio, and I know Doc says we should never pay attention to analytics, but I'm gonna break his rules today. I'm gonna break his rules today. So when we go look at audience, I'm gonna show y'all this in a second. I want y'all to see something, because YouTube gives you so much information. I'm not gonna say it's impossible for you to fail, but it's if you don't use the resources that's been given to you, you will fail. So if you see this right here, and I don't know why this won't like go away, so don't pay that any mind. But YouTube tells me when y'all watch, when y'all are on YouTube. It tells me when most of my viewers, so those of you who are watching right now, it tells me. Now, honestly, it says I should really go live on Mondays somewhere between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. I went live Wednesday, I believe, but I went live in the vertical mode. So it'll pop up in the shorts feed, and I got over 1,000 views. We're about to hit 1,100 views on that live stream. So there's some science to this and that. But yeah, so basically what I did is I took, whether it's repurposing content or like the live stream I'm gonna do now, I throw it in Opus clips, you know, throw a couple of keywords on it, choose my style, let it do it. And I'm gonna do a video about this, you know, probably this week or next week, so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Let it do its thing. But then I've already went in and kind of done some math using TubeBuddy. They tell me this is your sweet spot each day. You know what I'm saying? So they're saying if I'm uploading a video weekly, so whatever my main video that I'm gonna upload weekly, I should upload it on Wednesdays, and it should be published by 1:00 p.m. And then whatever I'm doing for daily content, Sundays 11, Mondays 11, Tuesdays 12, Wednesday 1, Thursday 11, Friday 12, Saturday 12. Now, granted, the success of that is going to depend on the type of content I post, but for the most part, I mean, yeah, it's been working. Like, it's been working. If we look at an overview, 11.6K more views than usual. You know what I'm saying? Watch hours, 113 more than usual. 127 in the last month, about the same. I be telling y'all I average at least 100 subs a month, and folks think I be blowing smoke. No. Between 90 and 130, that's my average. I'm trying to break that, you know, this month. But like legit, like, and people say, oh, that's not a lie. I don't care about what you say. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I know a lot of people that would love to grow at a rate of 100 subs a month. And what has allowed me to do that? The things that I'm telling y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it might not be the greatest thing since sliced bread to some people. I could really care less. I know what I do. I don't know. And I don't claim to know everything. I know what I know. And I bet you some of y'all would like 100 subs a month. I bet you would like to know that you definitely gonna hit 1,000 subscribers. Like if you started in January, you definitely know you're gonna get to celebrate 1,000 subs in the same year. My hope is that you would reach it even quicker. But that gets into that whole unsustainable, unrealistic expectation options. If you in a trend, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're creating content that's hot and it just catches fire like that, then that's cool. But I'm telling you, I know some dope creators that's sitting at like 50, 60 subs right now. And actually, I'm gonna try to bring a lot of those on my channel because I want to talk to them and I want y'all to see our conversations. And their content is amazing. And they're doing everything right. Hard work and talent. Just ain't their time yet. But for most new creators, you're going to have to put in some sweat equity. So you're really not going to really see the growth you want till probably about the average creator that's decent, that's good. I'm not talking about the MKBHDs and the Peter McKinnons and the Mr. Beast of the world. I'm talking about the you and me's. We're still great at what we do. We just not, that's just not our testimony at this time. Don't really have a conversation until you like 100 videos in, at least get to 50. I'm trying to get y'all to post 10. Most podcasters don't make it past the 7th episode. So if podcasting is your thing, I remember I heard Kevin Stage say that one time, like, get to 100. I think Mr. Beast even said, like, get to 100 before we really start to delve in. And I think that's part of Doc Rock's rule. Like, don't pay attention to the analytics. Like, just create. If you ain't created 100 videos, man, I don't know what to tell you. And there are some anomalies, some one-offs to the rule, but that's not the norm. All right, let's get here. How do you get your role? Okay, I think we already actually, what is the main music source and how are you piping it into the video? So this is actually coming through iTunes. Some people use Spotify. I'm an Apple guy. iTunes. I'm on a Mac, so I have my audio set, my audio on my Mac set to the Rodecaster Duo main multi-track. And so I'm able to control that with the USB 1 fader. You see I'm pushing that up and down. I'm not going to play it because I don't want to get no copyright strikes. And yes, I know I should be using non-copyrighted music. I just like this particular playlist, so y'all really can't hear it, no way. But so that's what I'm using right now. We could talk about Epidemic Sound, Motion Array, all those different websites, Audio Junkie, where you can get free YouTube Music Audio Library. If you want free music, you can get it from there. But yeah, David Harvey, 2 a.m. watching Walt in 2020 is what led me to ECAMM Live. Best decision ever. This is why I do it. If you ask me what I do it for, this is why I do it. 2 a.m. that bear claw. Please excuse what I just said. You have no clue what I'm talking about. But 2 a.m., man. That's what's up, man, David. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Y'all still talking about them Detroit Lions. Bet. Walter, you should just do a Q&A. Man, I should. I really should. I'll do that, John. I'll do that, John. Joe Riley. Okay, we still shouting people out. It's Black History Month anyway, so I'm shouting out the best of the best. If you're doing live production and you just need your sound, your live stream, if you're trying to do a concert, JP High Tech, my people that's down in the Atlanta, matter of fact, I don't care. The man travels. So whether it's LA, Texas, Vegas, he was probably out there in the Super Bowl. He probably did sound for Usher. He probably did sound at some point for Usher at the Bellagio or something this weekend. But live stream sound, if you're recording an album, if you need something engineered, whatever, man, front of house, back in, front line, whatever, call my man Joe Riley, yo. Call my man Joe Riley. Call my man Joe Riley. Florence says, folk do need to hear you say what you have available. Absolutely. 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 Okay, we caught up. All right. Real quick. I do need to go over this real quick. Some big announcements I do need to go over. Everybody say next week. Everybody say next week. Next week, next Monday is President's Day. I will be live on President's Day. Don't get it twisted. I will be live on President's Day, February the 19th. We will have a special guest next week. None other than Jackie the Creator. Jacqueline Horbrook herself. Jackie the Creator will be, if you're not familiar with her, definitely the founder of, if you all are familiar with Black Christian Influencers, Jackie is going to be, she has dived all the way in to this content. You can see back in September when she got the Rodecaster and she's using the Procaster and all of that. I mean, she dived all the way in. And so we're going to be talking about that. Also going to be talking about the conference that's coming up in May. You know, so listen, this is from the Black Christian Influencers Conference, BCI. That's happening in Atlanta, May 10th through 11th. Yo, this lineup is ridiculous. But those of you who are familiar, you know what I'm saying, with, and y'all, these tickets are like, yeah, just, you better jump on it. But if you recognize these faces, then you already know this is the place where you need to be. Apostle Brian Meadows, you got LeBryant Friend, you know what I'm saying? We got Norris Johnson, Garrison Hayes, Luke Tillman, that's the little preacher, Matthew Hudson, Jabari Johnson, Veronica Mitchell, Will Johnson, so much more, man. Y'all definitely need to check that out. It's going to be at the Riverside Epicenter and down there in Atlanta. That joint is going to be crazy. When I say crazy, crazy, crazy. But I told y'all, we ain't bringing nothing but the best. I'm not. Stop playing with me. Stop playing. What baby say? Put some respect on my name. Jackie will be in the building next week, the 19th, 7 p.m. We are starting on time. So when you see me post a flyer on my community feed, when you see me post it on Instagram, when you see me post it on Facebook, do yourself a favor. I want you to show up, but listen, do yourself a favor, because we're not just going to be talking about the conference. A lot of you are Christian creators. But here's my question. Are you a Christian creator, or are you a Christian that creates content? That's a difference. Are you a Christian creator? Are you a Christian who creates content, or are you a creator that happens to be Christian? That's what we gonna find out. Is there a difference between any of those that I just named? You know what I'm saying? So that's what we really want to talk about. Yo, for those of you, I got a couple more announcements and then I'm gonna let y'all go. If you had a chance to show up last year, man, then you know what it is. But shout out, Creative Verse is back. Creative Verse is back, and guess what? Chris Doe is coming back to Raleigh, North Carolina. Shout out to the team. Shout out to my boy EB Elton Benjamin. Shout out to oh man, see when I start calling names, I draw a blank. But shout out to the team. Like, if you missed last year, you don't want to miss this year. If you missed last year, you don't want to miss this. I'm going to say it again. If you missed last year, you don't want to miss this year. Second annual, Creative Verse Conference. And here's the thing. It's back-to-back weekends. So if you going to go, to Atlanta, that's May 10th and 11th. And then you want to make your way to Raleigh, May 17th, Friday and Saturday, the whole weekend. You know what I'm saying? So early bird tickets right now is 40% off. So you better jump on it. Y'all see that price right there. You see that price range. So, you know what I'm saying? You better jump on it. You better jump on it. You better, man, we had a load of fun last year, man. And so I'm excited to see that coming back to the area. But I got an announcement myself. I need y'all to go ahead, save the date, mark your calendars for March the 4th, 2024. It's going down. March the 4th, 2024. So we're taking my normal 7 p.m. slot. I'm taking my normal slot. We will probably not be live on March the 4th. If I do, I will either do a after party live or I would do a pre-show. So we'll either do a pre-show or after show. We might do something late night, which means I probably need to take off that Tuesday. But yeah, a lot of you got so much value out of the masterclass that we did. The masterclass that we did talking about starting from here. And if you remember, this was the masterclass that we did. And so, after much prayer and supplication and really just trying to figure this thing out, I said, okay, let's go all in. And so mastering the art of content strategy is going to be happening. This is digital. It's going to be a webinar. Registration information will be available tomorrow. It might be available tonight, but registration information will be made available tomorrow. So I need y'all to mark your calendars for that. Mark your calendars. March the 4th, 7 p.m. and it's only going to cost you $39. It's gonna cost you it's gonna cost you a decent meal. It's gonna cost you a good meal. That's all it's gonna cost you is a good meal. Now this is where people get nervous, and there are one or two tribes. There's the tribe that's gonna get mad at me and say you're not charging enough, and then there's the tribe that's gonna say, oh my God, $39. I'm gonna tell you like this, and I'm not saying this just to be saying it. I'm saying it because I'm saying it with all the humility that is within me, that God has given me. Please do yourself a favor. And when I put out the registration information, get in on this $39. March the 4th. Matter of fact, if you want to take a screenshot, you can screenshot this right now and share it yourself. March the 4th, mastering the art of content strategy. Now, a lot of people may say, well, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like the art of content creation. Very intentional. Very intentional. Very intentional. When I say very intentional, very intentional. So again, March the 4th, 7 p.m., $39. 7 p.m. I need you to clear your schedule. I need you to get all of your pens, your papers. Who is this for? If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a pastor, teacher, leader, anybody that's in a nonprofit or the faith-based space, if you're a podcaster, if you're a YouTube creator, if you're a TikTok creator, if you're an Instagram Reel creator, if you're a business owner, if you're trying to figure this thing out, I can easily tell you what camera to buy. I can easily tell you what mic to buy. You see, people want to know how I got my Rode Pod mic to sound like this. That's cool. You sound great, but it don't mean anything if you ain't got nobody to listen to you. That's the thing. That's where I'm coming in at. Success is not something that's necessarily guaranteed. Well, let me say it like this. Most people have a reference point for failure. And so what happens is you use somebody else's success. What do you always hear me say? Never use somebody else's finish line to determine how you start your race or how you run your race or at the pace you should run your race. The problem is we have imposter syndrome so bad and analysis paralysis that we look at the success of other people and we use that to deem ourselves a failure because we're comparing ourselves to somebody having a 10-year head start. Oh man, I don't have the camera they have. I don't look like what Walt has. I can't afford ECAMM like Walt can. I can't do this. I can't do that. Like we have to, I'm trying to stop that narrative with people. That's why they out here calling me the John the Baptist of content creation. I'm out here in the wilderness. We crying loud and sparing not. And I got locust and honey. And guess what? The honey is good. When the views is up, the subscribers is up, and I'm getting all the love from y'all, that's good honey. But sometimes you got to be able to eat the locust too. And those are the low times, and those are the times where you feel like no matter how many steps forward you take, you get knocked 20 steps back, and everything around you keeps getting devoured. And you're not seeing any progress. That's why I'm doing this. So it's called a webinar, but this is, you gonna get all of me. You gonna get all of me. $39, I promise you, you will never, ever, 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 ever. Because there are people that are upset with me right now when I told them what I was gonna charge. Are you serious? I got something I'm working on. And I wanna make sure that I can still provide the maximum amount of value to you all, to the people, you know what I'm saying, that needs to get the information. So again, I've talked about Creativeverse. I talked about the Black, Christian Influencers, conference. But again, I'm talking about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show you how to master the art of content strategy. Why? Because content is king. Content is king, and most of the things I'm going to talk about don't just apply to YouTube. They're going to apply to Instagram and TikTok as well, because those are your biggest platforms for creation right now. But I'm going to show you, how to find the audience assigned to your voice. We're going to talk about how you find your niche or niche, potato, tomato, however y'all pronounce it. I'm going to tell you how to understand your audience and how to speak their language. You know what I'm saying? What their pain points are. What are they actually interested in? You remember the conversation we had with Nikki? Should you be creating content for yourself or should you be creating content for your audience? I'm going to tell you how I don't have to create another, short or reel for the rest of the month and probably March either. Why? Because of being able to plan, my content and how we schedule that. I'm going to talk about how we craft engaging content, like the video I showed you from when I was gaming. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about that. I'm going to show you how I'm able to have a predictable, steady growth of a minimum of 100 subscribers a month. Why? Because even when I took a break for 4, 5, 6 months, I knew how to optimize my content for search engine optimization. So I knew how to increase the visibility of my content on YouTube so people knew how to find my content whether I was present or not. I'm going to show you how to build a community, how to create a community around the things you're most passionate about, how to convert your viewers into subscribers, and how to convert your subscribers into brand ambassadors and evangelists that push, your content for you. And I'm going to show you the importance of the analytics, the behind the scenes, the things that people don't really want to pay attention to, and how we can experiment with different strategies and content formats to see what really resonates best with your audience. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to get all of that. We're going to go into depth and we're going to talk about my specific framework as it relates to audience attraction, audience retention, and audience conversion, my ARC method. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about all of that on March the 4th at 7 p.m. and it's only going to cost you $39. So I will be sending out the information. You will have the links available. You'll be able to register. Now, don't y'all do what I know y'all like to do, and try to share something with a friend, this, that, and the third. There will be other opportunities for people to get the information. But, yeah. $39, mastering the art of content strategy. I really want to be able to give y'all everything that I have. 24-hour ball says that's fire. Man, it's so fire. I want to put it up one more time. I'm going to put it up one more time, Doc. I'm going to put it up one more time. I done flexed for everybody else tonight. I done talked about everybody else tonight. I done boosted everybody else tonight. But I'm going to talk about myself real quick, man. Again, if you know me, if you've been following me, when it comes to this YouTube thing, this content creation thing, there is no one size fits all as it relates to success. But the difference between you, where you are now, and you getting to where you want to be is having strategy. It's having a strategy. People talk about being strategists, but then they don't show you a framework. We're going to show you a framework. I'm going to show you a strategy on how to get from here to there, how you can start from here and get to where it is you want to be. Does this mean you're going to go viral? No. So if that's what you're looking for, I can't guarantee that. Does this mean you're going to be the next MKBHD? I can't guarantee that. Does this mean that you're going to be the next, Mr. Beast? I definitely can't guarantee that. Does this mean you're going to be the next Omar El Takori or the next Sean Kennel or the next Think Media or the next Walt? You should definitely surpass me if you follow this information. But again, $39, a good meal, man. A good meal. A good meal. See, some of y'all spent that last night watching the game. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you went to somewhere like Ale House or something, got some wings and a drink or whatever. $39. That's all it's going to cost you, $39. And I'm telling you, folks is mad at me because it's like, wait a minute, how you going to give away that kind of information for $39? I know my audience. That's how I'm going to give it away for $39. But I got to tell my audience, and being 100% real with y'all, and I'm not trying to create FOMO, intentionally, but I'm just being 100% honest. Like, that's it. That's it. That's it. All right. So it's 8:16. I've been up here longer than usual. I appreciate the engagement tonight. I do want to give you, 24-hour ball says, yo, that's a decent, super cheap price. Exactly. Most people say, why not free? I got a whole library of free content. If you want anything free, go search through it. And I'm not saying that to be dismissive. I'm saying like for real. Like I have tons of free content and tons more of free content that's coming. But for me to provide the value the way I want to the people that really want it, the people that really need it, and the people that really want to grow, you know what I'm saying? Put a price on it. There are plenty of people that say, bro, if you don't charge $1,000 for that, Walt, put us on that cologne game. You know what, 24-hour boss? Hey, hold on. So I was in Neiman Marcus this weekend, right? Hold on. 2 colognes, y'all. Only because. Hold on. Let me wrap. Hold on. 24-hour boss. Hold on. And I'm gonna do this for you. But let me get this out. 3 types of content. 3 types of content you need to post. If you're still watching, I need you to take notes. I appreciate you all that have hung on this long. 3 types of content. And normally what I do is I cut the live down to the most important part. I'll probably leave this all up and then I'll take this portion and cut it out as a separate video. Because I know people not going to sit through a whole hour of me talking about everything but that, even though we talked about some good things. But yeah, that's another gem for y'all. Don't just upload a live stream video if you got a whole lot of other things going on. Cut that thing up. 3 types of content you need to be posting to your channel for your audience. Number 1, you need to be posting hub content. Number 2, you need to be posting help content. And number 3, you need to be posting hero content. All right. It's not masterclass format. We're just going to do it. I'm just going to do it like this. Number 1, hub. Number 2, help. Number 3, hero. Why am I talking about this? Because schedules are not one size fits all. It depends on your goals. It depends on your content and depends on your audience. So one of the things that's going to help you stay committed and stay consistent like I am, because the reality of it is people that have consistency issues, my number 1 answer to you is stop saying yes you should say no to. Stop saying yes to things you should say no to. If you really want to be a content creator, if you really want to do this, you're going to have to take some L's that look like losses, but they're really lessons. And it's really, going to set you up to be successful, because that's why I said post 10. How bad do you really want it? So, but this is going to help you figure out the scheduling and what type of content you should be creating, so you're not all over the place trying to figure this out. So this is very vanilla. This is a very macro way of looking at this. We can get micro, but this is a high level, 30,000 feet bird's eye view of what this looks like. Hub, help, and hero. Say it. Hub, help, and hero. Hub, help, and hero. Hub, help, and hero. What is hub content? Hub content is familiar and it keeps viewers coming back. It is frequent and it is easy to produce. So I would say my hub content, think of this like headquarters, central hub. What really brings, and this is kind of changed, but right now my hub content is really live streaming. And it's not so much that it's familiar and keeps viewers coming back. It's the portion where it's frequent and it's easy to produce. The live stream is easy for me. Showing up like this is easy to produce. That's hub content. All right. Help content. All right. Help content deals with evergreen answers to common searches. So these you post once in a while, but they never get old. All right. So I have videos on my channel that are relating to the Rodecaster Pro, the Rodecaster Pro 2, the Rodecaster Duo. That's evergreen content. No, unless they come out with some major update or whatever, no matter how old this device gets, anybody that gets it can always go back to that video and be referred to something to get an answer. That's help. That's continually helping something. I don't have to show up every time to talk about the Rodecaster Pro. I can say, hey, I already have some evergreen content that's going to help you with that. All right. And then number 3, this is where I think people get stuck because they're trying to create this type of content, but it's not, sustainable. Hero. Boy, that was a crucial plosive right there. Hero. I'm all in y'all ear. I'm sorry. Hero. Hero content deals with popular topics that have a big appeal. They are rare, but they are well planned. So a lot of y'all are trying to, well, not y'all, a lot of us are trying to create content that is trendy, but number 1 is we're not well planned with it. You got to have great timing with trendy content because you got to be able to catch the trend, catch the wave that's going. And it's rare. This is not the content that you create all the time. So when you see me put up some content like I'm getting ready to do surrounding like photography, it's and how you can tether, with the A7 IV, using Capture One to the iPad. Y'all don't see me talk about that content on my channel, but that's something I do. So that's rare. And there's a trend going on for that right now. You don't really see me talk about my Sony cameras a lot, not dedicated videos. We're going to talk about that. You know, you don't really see me talk about Apple. I work in IT. I'm a Mac guy. I'm apostolic. You don't see me. So it's rare, but there's always a trend for that. Why? Because Apple is always coming out with a new computer. The Apple Vision Pro is hot right now. You know, that's hero content. Sony, the Sony ZV-E10 Mark II is getting ready to come out. That's hero content. You know what I'm saying? Those are the things that you want to be mindful of. So again, 3 types of content you need to be creating for your channel, for your audiences. Hub content is familiar and it keeps your viewers coming back, but make sure that it allows you to be consistent because it's easy for you to create. Help content is evergreen content that's just going to live on your channels that people will always be able to look at. It doesn't require you to do any extra effort after you've already created the content other than probably just answering questions in the comments. All right. It's once in a while, but it never gets old. And then hero content. This is more of your trendy things that are popular with the big appeal. They're rare and they're well planned. Once you understand how to balance those things and you don't get off kilter trying to be all help, all hero, all hub, if you get a good mix, think of, I love when God does this. Think of it like a credit score. One of the factors determining your credit score is your credit mix. What type of credit do you have? You know what I'm saying? This is the same way. Now, this is only a small portion of what determines your overall, let's just say, creator score. I'm going to have to, man, that's good. So in the same way we look at credit score, let's look at creator score. This is your credit mix. So we got help, hub, and hero. Help, hub, and we got hero. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, that helps you all, you know, kind of figure that out. Cologne. And then I'm gonna get ready to go. John says, if they're asking for free, it just ain't for them. Oh, absolutely. And don't ask, because I ain't gonna tell you. Cologne. Hold on, Doc. I gotta tell you what I smelled. Oh my God. I gotta tell you what I smelled. While I was in there. My. Because I can't get it from my desk and go get no bottles. But I'm going to tell you what you need to go, especially if Valentine's Day in 2 days. So if you're near a Saks, a Bloomingdale's, a Neiman's, you need to check this out. Hold on. All right. Anicio just dropped a new joint. They say it's unisex, I guess. Narcotic Delight. So I'm going to tell you what it smells like. For those of you who are into the clone dupe Middle Eastern, what y'all call TikTok fragrances, even though they started on YouTube. If you're familiar with Dior Sauvage Elixir, and if you're familiar with the clone of that, which is Latafa Assad, a lot of the females, y'all have Yara. This is Assad. Assad is a poor man's version. So it's based on Dior Sauvage Elixir. Assad is a poor man's version of this right here. So if you've smelt that, that gives you an idea of what your very mature scent. Very sexy, very mature. Assad, again, Sauvage Elixir just comes off like pungent. This is so much smoother at the top. So much smoother, so much sweeter on the opening. And those of y'all that if you want to really get into cologne, I got to get off because now I'm going left field. If you want to really get into fragrances, Fragrantica is the encyclopedia for all fragrances. Cherry, pink pepper. Pink pepper is one of my favorite notes. Period. Cherry, pink pepper, black pepper, cognac, Hedion, tobacco, vanilla. Let me tell you something. 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 And you're probably familiar with Atomic Rose, you know, and all of that. You know, Psychedelic Love, Side Effect. That you got to buy that. It's $380 though. I'll tell you that right now. It's $380. All right. If you want a cheaper banger and you're really trying to get into niche fragrances, Mancera Paris is my favorite house. This was my introduction to niche because they have a wide range and variety of scents, but this is also a nice entry point. Cosmic Pepper is like that. So I want you to imagine if you took Jimmy Choo Man, Classic Man, and you took the EDT of YSLY, just a little bit of it. So that citrus, not like lemony, but citrus, and just smack Jimmy Choo with it, you would get Cosmic Pepper. This is fire. Lemon, sage, pink. They got that pink pepper again. Tangerine. To me, it's not lemon. It's the tangerine that really shines through. Black pepper, oud, mud, white musk, tonka bean, ambergris. I'm telling y'all, it's like that. And last one, to me, this is the best thing out right now. Parfums de Marly, that PDM Altair. Oh my God. This is Valentine's Day right here. I ain't nobody on my channel watching right now because I done went way left. So I know I got to chop this up. And a lot of younger men, because they don't know nothing about them, they afraid of sweet fragrances. They afraid of vanilla. Nah, bro. This is it. This is it. Now, I did hear YSL Elixir just dropped, but it's like $180 for 60 mils. No, you ain't paying that. Not for YSL. Well, this right here. Yeah. So you done got me in trouble 24 hours. You done got me in trouble. All right, I'm done. I ain't talking about that no more. But I appreciate y'all hanging out with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Listen, most important thing tonight, remember this, mark your calendars. Mark your calendars. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Information drops tomorrow, so make sure you're registered because I do have a limited number of seats. I'm going to say it one more time. I'm doing that on purpose. I do have a limited number of seats. Mastering the Art of Content Strategy. March the 4th at 7 p.m., $39. All right. I appreciate y'all coming through, hanging out with your boy. It's been real. Like I said, hey, man, y'all know how it is. Hit that like button. If you want to get more content like this, hit that subscribe button. And if you found value in anything I said, well, hit the bell so you can be notified every single time I post new content like this to my channel. But until next time, I holler at y'all. I catch you in the next video. I see y'all next week. Don't forget, Jackie, the educator, is going to be up here. And then don't forget, March the 4th, it's going down 7 p.m. Matter of fact, let me just post it one more time for y'all. Mastering the Art of Content Strategy, $39, man. I don't think you can beat it. I don't think you're going to find anything else like this that's beat it. It's a live webinar. It's not pre-recorded like some of these people be trapping y'all in. You know what I'm saying? And you watching something that 200 people done watched and they just want you to watch it so they can sell you something. Nah. I'm going to give you everything I got for a pork chop and $39. All right. Y'all be easy. Appreciate y'all coming through. I'll holler at y'all. Y'all already know what it is. Until next time.